Yeah, I'm Rajiv Shandilya, the chairman of the Tourist Development Company of Trinidad and Tobago, right here at ITB Berlin. As you see, we are in front of our Trinidad and Tobago booth, participating and doing as much deals that we can in terms of bringing in new business into Trinidad and Tobago, and at the same time putting a refocus of Trinidad and Tobago, especially within the German market, Austrian market, and the Swiss market. Those are the initiatives that we're actually exploring. We've had some very exciting meetings that in terms of our rebranding exercises and trying to get a bigger catchment of people to know that Trinidad and Tobago actually has now become an aggressive player within the tourism industry of the Caribbean. We've been silent for a little while. However, that is soon being turned around as we are starting new initiatives. You probably know our airline, which is Caribbean Airlines. We have actually bought out Air Jamaica, and that is one positive step moving forward. The other aspect of it is we've just reopened in Tobago the Mandalina Hotel, which is a 5-star property offering a number of services which Tobago did not have for quite a while. So there are new things and new developments that are actually coming in. Mandalina is not fully open, but we have roughly about 50 to 100 rooms that are open right now of a total room stock of that particular 5-star property of 200 rooms. That should be open by December, from what I actually understand.
Now, you took on the reins of chairman just this year in February, but it's quite a unique position because you actually come in from the private sector. You're a stakeholder. You run your own hotel, the Chancellor.
Yes, more importantly, I think this is a great initiative that the government has done in terms of actually bringing in a person who's worked within the industry for the last 14 years. As I said, I am a hotelier, in terms of actually becoming chairman of the Tourist Development Company, in terms of not only being a litmus test of what has been happening for the last 14 years, but certainly knowing where we want to actually carry tourism into the next decade. I own a boutique hotel, and as a result of that, it's all about the actual Caribbean brand. More importantly, the incentives that we are trying to develop within individually branded properties together with the branded properties is actually balancing that such that the unique nature of Trinidad and Tobago is preserved and sustained. That when a traveler comes in, he has a unique experience that exemplifies the Caribbean, and more particularly leaves knowing that he has had a unique experience of both Trinidad and Tobago. It's one destination with a multi-experience. That also allows us to take advantage of our multiculture as compared to the rest of the Caribbean, which is a monoculture. And being an individual who has been involved in actually giving unique experiences and interacting with the tourists over the last number of years, it's actually a matter of now putting things in place to tweak our product, such that our product is actually a first-class offering that differentiates us from the other Caribbean islands.
Now, as an integral part of the Southern Caribbean, do you see there's a lot of potential for growth in terms of perhaps making Trinidad and Tobago a hub?
Yes, a great new initiative has happened. I think the time is actually right. We are the most southern located island within the Caribbean archipelago. And as a result of that, we want to actually make Trinidad and Tobago, particularly Trinidad, the hub and a gateway to the South America. Brazil, being an emerging economic power, we have already stimulated some agreements and talks with them, especially in our relationship in terms of energy with Petrogas and being more involved in the energy sector. But that just allows us the perfect opportunity to stimulate our entire tourism thrust, and not only business tourism, in terms of leisure tourism, into South America as a gateway. So we are actually pursuing that. It's a brand new initiative that was not pursued before, as we had always traded mostly with North America. Now we're actually looking towards South America in terms of diversifying the regions that we are engaging business in. Our food, our actual unique culture in Trinidad has a lot of Spanish influences. Hence, people from South America would feel very comfortable in Trinidad and Tobago, which will give them an additional experience of feeling away from home but also at home.
And it also makes good economic sense, because there you are, sandwiched between North America, the world's largest economy, and Brazil now, which has just taken over the UK as the sixth largest economy, and at current rates it will rise up the rankings even further.
Yes, the timing is perfect. This entire initiative is led by our Prime Minister, who had already visited Brazil. She's visited. We have a scheduled visit to China. She's already visited India. So we are going after the emerging markets, and more particularly with Brazil, the rise of Brazil. It makes great economic sense that we develop that relationship, especially in terms of growing our GDP and taking our tourism GDP contribution, which is roughly about 10.5% at the moment. And we are hoping to grow this to possibly about 16% within the next 3 years with the initiatives that the Prime Minister has actually spearheaded.
Okay, Rajiv, well, thank you very much for joining us here at ITB and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of it.